Welcome to my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The 2 Ruble coin, often transliterated as 2 Ruble or colloquially misread as 2 Pybjr, because of the Cyrillic script, Rubla, is an important denomination in the modern Russian Federation's currency system, known as the Russian ruble Rub. The ruble is subdivided into 100 kopecks, and the 2 Ruble coin sits as a mid-denomination coin, positioned between the 1 Ruble and 5 Ruble coins. This denomination has been in use in modern Russia since the monetary reform of 1997, though its roots and conceptual predecessors go much deeper, tracing back to the early 18th century under the reign of Peter the Great, when the ruble was first decimalized and standardized as a unit of currency in the Russian Empire. The modern 2 Ruble coin represents not only a medium of exchange but also a symbol of Russia's transition from the chaotic post-Soviet ruble hyperinflation period of the early 1990s to a more stable, modernized monetary system. When the Bank of Russia introduced the 1997 ruble reform, it effectively slashed the nominal value of the currency by 3 zeros, replacing 1,000 old rubles with 1 new ruble. As part of this reform, a new family of coins was introduced: 1 kopeck, 5 kopecks, 10 kopecks, 50 kopecks, 1 ruble, 2 rubles, and 5 rubles. The 2 Ruble coin, being worth twice as much as the base 1 Ruble coin, was intended for frequent circulation in everyday transactions, particularly in urban and commercial environments where coins were more practical for vending machines, public transportation fares, and small retail purchases. From the outset, the coin was designed to be both durable and aesthetically consistent with the rest of the series, featuring the emblem of the Bank of Russia on the obverse and a stylized floral motif on the reverse. Design and features. The obverse front of the original 1997-2001 series featured the famous double-headed eagle without crowns, scepter, and orb, which is a simplified version of the historical Russian coat of arms. This was chosen deliberately to avoid the imperial symbolism of the pre-revolutionary eagle, while still representing the enduring historical motif of Russia as a bridge between Europe and Asia, looking both east and west. Beneath the eagle were the inscriptions: Bank Rossi, Bank of Russia, the year of mintage, and the mint mark. The 2 mints responsible were the Moscow Mint MMD and the St. Petersburg Mint SPMD, and their tiny mint marks can be found under the eagle's right claw or near the lower rim. The reverse back prominently displays the denomination, 2 Rubla, in large numerals and Cyrillic letters. Around the numeral is a beautifully flowing ornamental plant design, representing Russian folk art style with intertwining stems and buds. This motif was meant to add an element of elegance to an otherwise utilitarian coin and to make it harder to counterfeit, as the fine curved lines are difficult to reproduce without proper minting technology. From 2009 onwards, the composition of the coin changed from copper-nickel alloy cupronickel to nickel-plated steel, in response to the rising cost of non-ferrous metals. This new material made the coin slightly more magnetic. It now attracts magnets and cheaper to produce, while maintaining a similar appearance. Its specifications have remained largely unchanged. It has a diameter of 23 mm, a thickness of 1.8 mm, and a mass of around 5.1 grams. In 2016, a significant redesign was introduced for all circulating Russian coins to align them with the official state symbols reinstated in 2014. The obverse was updated to feature the official coat of arms of the Russian Federation, a crowned double-headed eagle holding a scepter and orb, with St. George on a shield over its chest. Above this emblem, the inscription, Rossiyskaya Federatia, Russian Federation arches, and below it the issuing authority, Bank Rossi, along with the year of minting and the mint mark are placed. The reverse remained the same with the large numeral, 2, and the word, Rubla, accompanied by the decorative floral curl. Historical context. The introduction of the 2-ruble coin in 1997 marked an era of economic stabilization after the turbulent years following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Hyperinflation in the early 1990s had rendered the Soviet and early Russian ruble practically worthless, with banknotes in the thousands and millions of rubles circulating for basic goods. Coins disappeared from circulation entirely during that period because their nominal value was too small to matter. The 1997 reform sought to reintroduce a sense of normalcy and trust in the currency by creating manageable denominations where coins once again had real purchasing power. Initially, the 2-ruble coin, along with the 1 and 5-ruble coins, circulated actively, with values corresponding roughly to small fares and snack items. However, by the mid-2000s, continued inflation had eroded the purchasing power of coins, and many lower denominations, like kopecks, fell out of practical use. Still, the 2-ruble coin remains in circulation today, though its usage is less intense in metropolitan areas where digital payments and higher banknote denominations dominate. Varieties and rare dates. Collectors often focus on small variations that occurred during the early years of issue. The 1997, 1998, 1999, and 2000 coins are quite common. However, the 2001 2-ruble coin minted in standard circulation form is considered very rare, as only a small quantity was released. Most of that year's production was used for commemorative and collector issues. As a result, genuine 2001 circulation 2-ruble coins can fetch significantly higher prices on the numismatic market. Additionally, there are commemorative 2-ruble coins issued by the Bank of Russia since the late 1990s. These include coins honoring Russian writers, historical events, anniversaries, and monuments. While they bear the same denomination and similar size, they often feature unique designs and are minted in higher quality, proof or uncirculated finishes, and sometimes in precious metals such as silver. Metal composition and technical details. The original series 1997-2008 was struck in copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like color, moderate weight, and corrosion resistance. From 2009 onwards, the shift to nickel-plated steel reduced production costs but made the coins more prone to rusting if their nickel layer is damaged, especially in humid or salty environments. Weight: 5.1 grams. Diameter: 23.0 millimeters. Thickness: 1.8 millimeters. Edge: reeded, milled. Color: silver-gray metallic. Circulation and modern use. Despite inflation, the 2-ruble coin is still legal tender and widely encountered in Russia. It is commonly used in vending machines, metro systems in some cities, and as change in supermarkets, though many people now prefer to use banknotes starting from 50 rubles or digital cards for most transactions. The 2-ruble, along with the 5-ruble coin, serves as one of the highest regular coin denominations still actively produced. Collectible and numismatic value. For the average circulated coin from 1997-2025, the value is usually just its face value, 2 rubles, or approximately a few cents in US dollars or euros depending on exchange rates. However, certain rare dates, notably 2001, or coins in uncirculated UNC or proof condition, can sell for several hundred to thousands of rubles among collectors. Commemorative silver 2-ruble coins, with limited mintages, 5,000–50,000 pieces, can command much higher prices depending on their theme and rarity. Symbolism of the design. The floral ornament on the reverse is more than just decoration. It represents the theme of spring and rebirth, which metaphorically ties to Russia's economic rebirth after the 1990s crisis. The choice of the double-headed eagle symbolizes continuity between the Russian Empire, Soviet Union, and the modern Russian state, adapting its form according to the political era. Security features and counterfeit protection. Although the 2-ruble coin is not a high-value coin, it has several anti-counterfeiting features: precise reeded edges, fine line engraving, relief depth variations, and mintmark distinctions. Counterfeiting is rare, but some fake coins, especially of the 2001 rare year, have appeared on online marketplaces. Conclusion: the 2 ruble coin is a modest yet historically significant element of Russia's modern coinage. From its debut during a time of economic transition to its present role as a circulating relic of small-value trade, it carries with it the story of post-Soviet recovery, inflation management, and national symbolism. Its design, material evolution, and rare varieties make it both a utilitarian object for the masses and a small treasure for numismatists. For the casual holder, it may buy a few candies; for the dedicated collector, it may represent a key piece in understanding the Russian Federation's monetary narrative.